In this episode, snake, sweat and stitching. Peng Chau doesn't care if I crack. In the factory, every second is a bite of doubt. At Ngan Chau Pavilion, I face the fear. Can I make it? This is Hong Kong, a city where anything is possible and everything can change in an instant. I'm Mark Byrne, and this is the inside story of my journey to make HighLife Asia a global reality. This isn't just a show. Every decision, every deal could alter everything. Stay with me, because this is a race against time and the world is watching. I'm Mark Byrne, you're tuning into In the Making of HighLife Asia reality TV show behind the scenes. Look at that, my darlings. Look at that skyline. Because today we're off to a very, very exciting place. You're going to find out all about it when we arrive there. And I'm just going to enjoy this beautiful area. And look at that summer's day. Isn't this just breathtaking? The light is even more gorgeous that way. How's my hair doing? Well, we'll see what it's going to be like by the end of it, my darlings. And to be fair, I was literally running to get here as well. Because I had a very, very busy morning on all my social and just doing a million things, my darlings. And then being stopped by my fans. Oh, the wee little, this is absolutely gorgeous. She was over the moon with seeing me, so it's really just the excitement of it all. And coming along this journey and getting HighLife Asia to the global streaming platforms, my darlings. But yes, today we are off to a very, very special island. And, well, I can tell you the island that we're going to. That's something over here as well. Look at all that gorgeousness. Oh. Isn't this breathtaking, my darlings? Yes, so we are off to Peng Chau. Oh, I haven't been there in a while, and I'm so excited. Because I know a lot of my followers and supporters, they want to see this as well. Look at that. How statuesque is my hair? Is it quite as big as the tower? That's the Ritz-Carlton. And they've got the observation deck up there as well on the 100th floor, which is actually quite exciting. Yes, and it's good as well because the temperature is actually really nice. And that breeze, look at all that. Yeah, very, very excited about Peng Chau. Darlings, welcome to Peng Chau. Oh my god, I am just so excited about this episode. Look at all that behind me. This gorgeous little fishing village, an industrial thing. Well, this place is just filled with history, and we are going to explore it as much as possible. So come with me and we will explore everything together. Okay, my darlings, now we are en route, and look, they must be upgrading it because this part does not look as fabulous as the rest. And we are in Low Peng Street, and we're going to be exploring all this. To be fair, there is quite a lot to do and see. And they also have a welcome here, so I can show you welcome. And it's probably seen already. Like, there's just bikes everywhere, because you know why? Look at welcome, and that accommodation doesn't look too bad. And look at all this absolutely beautifulness over here. This is, to be fair, it's quite an Instagram worthy place. Look at all that, and I'm glad that a lot of people that are still busy here. But look, and they've got this gorgeous little welcome sign, because my darlings, welcome to Peng Chau. Oh, isn't that quite beautiful? Quite gorgeous, quite statuesque. And that is from the Island District Council, just your know. So, this is great. It was a quick 30 minutes to get here, and it is giving me holiday vibes, like very, very much so. And yes, this is, I'm going to give you all about the history in it. And as you can see, there's no cars, because this is a car-free island, because the residents didn't want any cars here, which I think is absolutely great. And then we're going to head to Wing On Street. So, with many of the islands in Hong Kong, you know, it's quite high up. This place is called the Flat Island. It just says what it is on the tin. It's flat. So it's not like the rest of the gorgeous islands. So darlings, we are getting there. Hi. We are getting there to the leather factory, and I want to give you, oh my goodness, look at all this. This is very, very, very interesting. And somebody lives there as well, in the middle of all the art. Okay, just to give you a little bit of background, that, oh, look at her, we're going to explore the ins and the outs. So this area, apart from, so it popped up in the 1930s, a part of the yellow set place, and
there was over 100 factories here, just where it was the factories were doing everything from porcelains, very much leather goods. I know it's my followers do like so with all the leather goods. And look at that gorgeous little bike. It's actually quite pretty. And so the leather goods and the porcelains, but this was one of the major trading hubs within the area. And this is quite spectacular indeed. And you've got all these wee people's houses. And so it basically is a junkyard. So what happened was they didn't have any sort of support from the government. So the local residents spent over 3 million Hong Kong dollars on this to bring it all together and make it a sort of centre for Peng Chau. And they have done a great job. And the quirkiness, there's so much to do and see, which I am thoroughly enjoying. So darlings, to get here, this is very much off the beaten track. So it's not going to be your regular type of thing. Look at that. Look at that little gorgeous porcelain doll. So we will just get through this. And you can go here and get your eyes done. And look how pretty. Look at all this. This is very beautiful. And the workmanship that's being put into it is great. And then you've got these little vintage mobile phones. Yes. And look at all, so you can do your mahjong as well. And they have sales on, which is quite nice. And look, it is very different because then there's somebody's house here as well. So you do feel as if you're walking in to somebody's place and you've got this gorgeous little scooter. It's quite beautiful. Is it? I don't know if it is somebody's house, which I think it is. I think I've just walked in somebody's house. So we'll get out of that. And they've got the gorgeous little things as well. But now, darlings, look at which we are going to go up and explore. They've got quite a lot. And you've got your gorgeous. So my darlings, look at all this behind me. A lot of it is donations. But to create all this actually spectacular, you actually do feel as if you're going into somebody's home and having a nosy around. Which, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing though, my darlings. And you've got your little, cages for your turkeys. And they've got loads of interesting pieces, but I'm not sure. I think that's private actually. That's really walking into somebody's kitchen. And look at this absolutely gorgeousness. Oh, look at all this, my darlings. Look how pretty. Isn't this tree quite beautiful? Oh my god, darlings. I can't believe I just walked into somebody's house. So that was really different. Well, they're leaving no doors open. I get confused. But, they were lovely and just grand. Look at all the tropicalness like around me. So that was very exciting. But we are going to explore this gorgeous little area here. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. And we'll be able to just get up these steps now. Okay, so this is like, they would say it's a bit of a junkyard, which it does feel like it. But a junkyard with special meaning to it, my darlings, because it's got lots of different things. Oh, look at that little tree behind me. That's quite gorgeous. So yes, when it started all, oh my god, there's a bee. I don't want to be bit by a bee in my bum. I absolutely do not. And I definitely don't want to get someone else. So yes, oh my god, look at this. See, there's just so many things to do with the trained eye, my darlings. Look at that installation. That is quite gorgeous. So I'm just loving it. When they started all this with the factories just employing so many different type people, which was good. Now we are going to get up these steps, I think, so we can explore this different area. But yes, but whilst they're doing that, and we can explore over here and this other thing, there is just quite a lot of stuff just thrown together here though. And spent over 3 million on it, gee whiz. And darlings, look at all this. It is absolutely gorgeous. This entrance is a piece of junk paradise in Peng Chau. And just look how absolutely beautiful it is. Now be careful, because they've got lots of things to do, and it is quite, there's wasps and stuff, and this is their little home, so we don't want to disturb them too much, but I want to give you a little bit of a look so you know what it is all about. And also that these are some people's houses, so be careful which ones you're walking into, so you don't do what I did and then walk into somebody's house. Oof, my darlings, I know, isn't it just absolutely gorgeous? Okay, darlings, we are in the treehouse. I need to come up just to see what the treehouse is like. So when this all first came about in the 1930s, when they had over 100 factories and 30 different types of industries here. Look at that. Isn't that just magnificent against my face, my darlings? And things from leather goods. So this is from Phuc Yuan, and then there's the neighbouring factory, which is Kong Phuc Yuan, something like that, my darlings. So it's quite glam. And then, like, with them creating all this, well, basically in the 1960s, 1970s, when everything just didn't go in the right direction and everything basically had to close down, so they just changed all this into hard goods, and this is just what's making it just all come together. And there is quite a lot, so you can just feel with the diversity of this leather factory. And you know, it's a junkyard, but the amount of industries and the amount of stuff's here. And I can't believe I've seen just telephones from like the 1800s, which is quite gorge. And how am I looking, by the way? Statuesque and gorgeous. That's right, my darlings. And they have a chair here as well. So if you want to sit down, that's not a chair. That is, oh my God, my darlings, the size of that wasp. So there are quite a lot of wasps in here. So you need to make sure you don't, and it's quite beautiful, but you want to make sure you don't really get stung. And it says no picking flowers or fruit. Well, no, I was not planning on doing that, but let's get down here so we can get through. But very, very picturesque, very, very gorge. And oh, and you've got your tortoises here as well. Can you see? They're quite beautiful. Just having time out. And hi, gorgeous. Yes, so they're just having a little bit of a swim, probably on a siesta because it's that time of day, and it is quite warm, my darlings. And look at all this absolutely beautiful murals. They've done such a great night. So it says here there used to be 2 leather factories in Peng, Phuc Yuan Leather, so that's what we talked about, and Kok Phuc Yen Leather Factory. So in the 1930s, what we all talked about, and ceased operation in occupation. Oh, because the war, oh Jesus, darlings, stakes must be high then. But they eventually closed down in 1975 because of whatever I told you. I know I've done my research. I'm only giving that out there, a little plaque. Now, is this somebody else's house? Or are we? No, this isn't somebody else's house. This looks like some sort of museum type thing, or it's given that vibe. Anyway, I don't want to be too loud to wake somebody up, but they do have quite a lot in here. I just seen my own reflection. God, it would give me a shock. And they've got loads of vinyl. So this is a part of Sherry's place. So well done, chef, putting all this together. Oh my God, my darlings. So this is just a different angle of Chaz's place, and she has got the place in the middle of a tree. I like the gorgeous chandelier. Now when I first came in here, it shook me because I actually seen my own reflection, and I was like, oh my goodness, the gorgeousness. And they don't have a roof on here, so maybe they ran out of budget when they were spending that $3 million on it, my darlings. So it is quite fabulous. So I just want to basically take it all in. I'm very, very excited that we were able to explore the leather factory. So in this gorgeous little area as well, they also say you can donate. And look at the way they made this. Isn't that quite spectacular? Very, very colourful indeed. And then you've got your little swing. You can sit down and swing as well. So am I going to be able to get back up there, my darlings? That there's everything. So you can have your little swing and just enjoy a beautiful summer afternoon, but to be fair, it's always nice and warm here. So yes, we're going to get up at least this side in the swing so you could be able just to kind of see it all. So we're going to get down these steps and we're exploring more of the leather factory, and you want to make sure you don't fall. Oh my goodness, my darlings, if I fall, that's not going to be too good. We thought the stakes were high. Jesus, this is not that safe, by the way. So darlings, if you do come here and explore, it's highly, highly recommended. Look at all this beautifulness. So behind me, it's a grade 2 listed site, but it's really weird. They never had an opening ceremony, so it's just all the locals with no support from other people, which is just bizarre. So I just don't even know. Could you imagine the frustration of the locals, especially with the amount of money this place has? But then again, a lot of boards and all those people, not really the easiest to deal with. Each to their own, my darlings. So yes, definitely come and explore. Just learn all about the absolutely amazing things that the locals have put together. No one else, my darling. So no one should try to take the pride away from them. It's the pride of Hong Kong. Okay, darlings, this is a trek and a half. And I tell you, swear to God, it's like the Blair Witch Project. I'm just during the day, it's me out in the wilderness all by myself, and it is quite scary, and you don't want to make sure that you want to fall, because there's lots of wee steep hills and there's loads of graves and stuff. This is just for my followers and supporters, just so we can see Ngan Chau with the peak thing, and I hope it is going to be worth it, my darlings, just so then I can get back, because you just don't know what can happen when you're all alone. And I know I've got my gimbal, I just don't know how much my gimbal is going to be able to protect me against all this weirdness. And alright, hold on. Okay, darlings, so we're off to explore in the next area. I had to do a wee bit of navigating because this place is actually, I didn't know where I'm going, and I'm much more recording this as well in case that I get eaten by a snake. So at least you get some sort of record of me, and hopefully I don't get eaten by a snake. But we're going to Ngan Chau. It's basically the viewpoint, so then we can see all that, and then afterwards we will explore everything going on. But there's basically, if I make it through all this, my darlings, because you can imagine the stakes are high. I'm going up all these hills, I swear to God. And well, hopefully all the wee snakes just mind their business. And that's just only one of the issues with these islands. So well, my darlings, it's a task, but somebody has to do it. And I'm definitely not going up there. No danger. Because you never mind the bullfrogs or the penguins. They come out and maybe try to give me a kiss, and I don't want to kiss them, my darlings. And look, this little house right here. I would not want to live way up here, and there's no way. Oh my God, darlings, I did not realise it was going to be like this at all. And as you can see, look what I'm going through, and you just want to make sure you're being very, very careful, because the signs and everything here, you could just be taken away and swallowed up. So definitely recommend to come out here. But the dangers of it all, my darlings, and I just think if you fell, then the earth would just devour you. Oh my God, my darlings, I don't know if I'll be able to make it, but darlings, I have to stay strong. I have to stay strong for my followers and supporters, because if I don't have that, how on earth can I get HighLife Asia to the global stream? My heart is beating, skipping, my darlings. Can you hear all that sounds? Oh my God, right, darlings, we can get through it. And there's some tombstones up here as well. No way I want to be buried up here, because it's a bit of a trek for your rallies to come and give you your presents and flowers. And there's quite a few. Oh my God, I can't look down, darlings, and I'm not even afraid of heights. But we have to stay strong. Oh my God, my heart beating. Is it worth it? Is it worth it to get HighLife Asia to the global streaming platforms, my darlings? I just don't know. It is, come on. Oh my God, before it gets dark, I'm dizzy, my darlings. I drank all my Marks and Spencer's lemon and lime, so that's gone. And all I have is just me, and I'm sweating, darlings. I can just feel the salt coming off my body. Oh my God, darlings, this is just terrifying. And look, you can see all the stuff. Things have been ripped because Mother Nature was upset. I don't know why she was upset with Peng Chau though, and just destroying things. But yes, I think I would highly recommend, if you're going to come here, bring somebody with you. And are we even at the top? My God, darlings, I just don't know. And I'm exhausted. As you can see, there's not a soul in sight. Oh my goodness. But darlings, we have to get through it. We have to get through it for our followers and our supporters. I'm ready for a glass of iced lemon tea, my darlings. Oh my goodness. Right, okay, my darlings, I think we're almost at the point. I'm drenched, and again, the heat today is finally on them, just because I'm out in the wilderness. And this is what it's all about, my darlings. I don't want to get eaten, but look at all this gorgeousness, my darlings. And I don't understand why there's different paths everywhere. I want the easiest one to get home, or at least get to the ferry. But look at this, my darlings. Just take it all in. How beautiful and scenic it is. Thank God there's a bit of a breeze as well. You know, but it was nice to see. So my darlings, highly recommended to come out here and do it, but I would recommend do come with somebody when it is can be quite dangerous. and you don't want anyone to get hurt because of all the snakes and the wildness of all the foliage, and you can hear all the noises, and then someone would creep up and eat you, and you wouldn't really want that. But with all that, my darlings, my hair is standing the test of times, and we're going to get back. We need to see, can we just quickly pass one other thing, even if we've got time, because we need to get home and take care of our Leah. And you hear that? I swear to God. Right, my darlings, let's do it. We can do it for our supporters and our followers to get back and get taking care of our Leah. And darlings, it might have been a drama getting here, but look at all that at the Ngan Chau. It is just pavilion. It's just absolutely beautiful. Look at all these scenic views. You can see why Hong Kong's one of the most amazing cities in the world and countries. Well, no, cities, you can't say countries. But yes, look at all that absolutely just gorgeousness, and thank God for that breeze. And this is what we do it all for, my darlings. We do it for you. We do it to get HighLife Asia to the global streaming platforms and for global domination. And darlings, I just seen a sign for Finger Hill. I'll tell you something. I'll give them a finger. There's no way I'm going to Finger Hill. I need to survive. Survive all this, my darlings. Because it's a true testament to what a strong HighLife Asia is. Oh, look at my darlings. There's another pavilion. I'm not going over to another pavilion. I can't. Let's have a look. And if this was meant to be the pavilion I should have went in the first place. That wasn't. It's still a gorgeous little pavilion now. But no, darlings. We have to keep going before it gets dark. Because when the sun sets, you just don't know what's going to happen. You don't know we're going to be taken away in Finger Hill. But am I going the right way, darlings? I just don't know anymore. Lost. I know. Because you hear everything going wild. My God, darlings, we're out of there. I swear, it was nerve-wracking. And you can still hear all them. All those making noise. All the creeps and the crawls. And the snakes. And, oh my God, we're back into civilization. But highly recommend. This little here, I'm definitely not going up there. No way, my darlings. So we're going to get through this. And we're going to see you back on the floor. Oh my God, I'm soaking, my darlings. I just need water. How am I going to get through this? I have to, my darlings. Right. Oh, darlings, it has just been a wild ride today. Everything from the leather factory, found it very, very interesting. So much steeped in history. And then going to the Ngan Chau Pavilion, which was, oh, darlings, I'm lucky to be alive to tell the story. It has been an absolute adventure I thoroughly enjoyed. Well, let's get and look at all the beautifulness. So we will explore the scenes of Hong Kong just getting back. And I am ready to sit down and I was able to thankfully get, let's have a lemon tea before I jumped on the ferry again. But this is an absolutely amazing experience, and Peng Chau is highly, highly recommended. But yes, make sure you do bring somebody with you, just in case you do get eaten by all the snakes and the penguins. Because it was just wild, my darling. And tell you, my heart skipped several beats. Oof, just the joys of it. So, darling, what's coming next? If you like this type of content, click subscribe and give us a like so you never miss out on an episode. So until the next time, be good to yourself, be good to your friends, be good to your family, and be your true, most authentic self. So darlings, until the next time, peace out. And if you like this type of content, click subscribe and give us a like so you never miss out on an episode. So until the next time, peace out.